Hello, hello. We are in another episode of Guanajuato Neighborhood Guided Tours, and today we are in this area. This is a very special place. It's called Cerro del Cuarto. It's one of those neighborhoods that are super traditional. If you want to mix and feel like the real connection with the local people, I would suggest this place to explore. And we are at the very entrance, so you are here in Panoramica. I'm gonna be posting the route and the location where we are starting and where we will be finishing. And this is the entrance of the neighborhood. This location, I don't remember the name, but there's a certain day of the week where people come here and do like a little garage sale, and usually they do a lot of second-hand clothes and like toys for kids and things like that. So it's not a farmer's market. Somebody already asked me if we have farmer's market here in the city, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong and you live here, but I don't think so. But you know what, like for example, we have here this little tiendita. The produce and the vegetables are pretty decent, so I think that's why probably we don't really have those type of markets, but I don't know. Anyway, so Cerro del Cuarto is located behind Calzada de Guadalupe, or where the University of Guanajuato is located. So it's up, like if you go all the way up from Calzada de Guadalupe and then you turn to the left, that's where you will find Cerro del Cuarto. And Cerro del Cuarto is a very special place because, like I was mentioning, this is what the real Mexico feels like. And this is sort of like a little town in its own. It's very interesting. The vibe here is different because you have here very basic services that in some other areas you don't have. And this is still like Centro. For example, this that we see right here across the street, this is El Vara. So this is a little supermarket, like grocery store, that the target audience all the noises. So the characteristic of Vara is like it's an abbreviation for barato, or cheap or affordable, and usually they settle in like popular neighborhoods, and it becomes like a landmark because this is where people come and get their groceries and stuff. Instead of going like to maybe like downtown, they can do it here, or they can maybe if they cannot afford some of the products in La Comer, which is a more specialized, so to speak, market, then they can find all their basics here, and that's really good. So Cerro del Cuarto also has this little school. If I'm not mistaken, this is a kindergarten, and this is a very important spot for the neighborhood because, for example, sometimes they have vaccination events for kids and for adults. Right now they have some karate classes. I know they also have here, it says coro, guitarra, cocina, repostería, zumba, belleza, pintura, inglés. So this is really cool because this is a place for the community to gather and to take some classes. Oh, here is the kindergarten. So this place, I will look into it. To be honest, I thought it was part of the same school, but apparently something different. But this looks really cool. I'm gonna check and maybe leave it in the description. And Cerro del Cuarto, again, like the main street, has residential mixed with commercial. Okay, and aside from that, it's gonna happen the same thing that happens all over Guanajuato Centro, which is the callejones. You can go with car like up to a certain point, but then remember you have the steps. And there's, I think at some point this neighborhood is gonna get better and better and better, regarding probably like the quality of services, and I hope it doesn't become expensive or like gentrification hits it. It might, because of its vicinity to Centro. So this will be a good area to invest right now, I think. Okay, let me show you here, because this neighborhood has everything. For example, we have this little tiendita. Again, we have lots of produce and basic articles. And we have a papeleria over there. We have, let me see, I think it's a bakery. Yeah, it's a bakery. So a lot of businesses. You have like an internet cafe. They also sell like plastics, like containers, like buckets, everything plastic. There's also a butcher, a tortilleria. And on this side we see more. So this is very common in Mexico. Many of the main streets become commercial spots. Like people start with like a tiendita, maybe in their garage or in their living room, and then they start to expand, and maybe they will build some rooms or something and make the building higher, so that way they can take advantage of the lower floor, and then it becomes like a commercial spot. We also have here farmacias similares with a consultorio médico. So this is very common to happen here in Mexico. I think we already spoke about that. The fact that you have a lot of affordable options when it comes to medicine or doctors. Remember that when you see those type of farmacias similares, what you do is you make the line, and I think the doctor charges like 100 pesos, and it's a general doctor. If you need more specialized things, then this might not be the place, but this would be a good place to start. We have a ferreteria over here. So regarding real estate, there's quite a few options. In fact, there was a house, I think it already was sold, that had 2 apartments, and they were being used as Airbnbs, and the house was really, really pretty, and it was like in a little privada. And the house it was really, really nice. And so you can find some of those gems here. And right here, so you have I think I mentioned it when I was doing the San Clemente video. So over there, like everything you see down below is gonna connect you to San Clemente. And they also have like a little soccer field. To be honest, I would not recommend you to walk that way, because it can get a little sketchy. So try to always stay in the main roads. Here we have more convenience stores. We have more tortillerias. Okay, we have a dentist. So all of this is really like, I mean, it is also a bit noisy, un poquito ruidoso, but that's the charm of living in this area. So if you really want to assimilate in the culture, you could do it. This is one of the places that I would recommend. I'm not gonna be walking like further. I'm just gonna stop here. But if you keep going this way in this intersection, you would end up behind Positos, which I already did in another video. I'm gonna link it here. But you can end up in Positos here, and also you have this other street over here, and this street is gonna take you kind of like parallel to Calzada de Guadalupe and the university. Okay, so this is another area we wanted to show you. This neighborhood is really like traditional. It's been here for many years. I think at some point this was more like a place where farmers took their cattle, and apparently this is where 1/4 of the grassland was, and that's why it's Cerro del Cuarto, like a hill of 1/4 or something like that. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please let us know if you have any other questions or you want us to do another neighborhood. We will be very happy to do it. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.